Hello again, Honky Tonks. Now you can tell an awful lot about an organisation, establishment, company, business by how they treat colleagues who want to leave. If they treat you like crap, then you're right to leave, weren't you? Really. My personal experience of this is when I left the mob back in 2005 now. My God, nearly 20 years ago. I feel really old now. Anyway, I had many reasons for leaving, but I did see my regiment for what it really was, and it was a nepotistic crowd seeped in cronyism. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I mean, when it was sold to me as a family regiment, they weren't wrong. When people tell you who they are, you should really believe them. Anyway, the Wednesday before my last weekend in my regiment, I had to give my kit back to the stores, and I gave everything back. Everything issued, I gave back. And then on the Friday, I read Part 2 orders, which is the company orders, that I was the guard commander for Friday night. I was fuming. I had no kit. I had to beg, borrow, I didn't steal, from my mates. Boots, trousers, a beret, shirt, all Combat 95 stuff to be guard commander. And so I did, and I was by the book. Nobody got in without being ID checked, and no car got in without being searched. They weren't happy, but I did my job, and that's that. You should be careful with who you screw around, you really should. Anywho, don't you find it telling how or why Labour MPs, or some Labour MPs, die-hard Labour voters and supporters, etc., are more angry at Rosie Duffield for leaving and pointing out what's wrong, instead of being angry with what's actually wrong? That says everything, doesn't it? They are proper sticking the knives in to Rosie Duffield. Now, I don't agree with her politics, but I think what she did was rather brave, and they're all calling for a by-election. They're saying people voted for Labour, not for her. Which makes you think, if you stand for Labour now, Labour don't consider you to be standing on your own merit or for your own cause, but rather for Labour. So, yeah, that's that. I mean, they're really going for Rosie Duffield now. They're proper. I mean, what she did was she resigned in spectacular fashion, and she wrote her resignation letter, which was open to Keir Starmer, and in my opinion she eviscerated him, and she pointed out what was wrong. And there's a lot wrong with Labour, and everything wrong with Labour is Keir Starmer. Now, as I said in my video this morning, he is on the ropes now, I think, about plots before, and there are even more rumours of other MPs not jumping ship but becoming independent and leaving Labour behind, because, as Rosie Duffield said in a letter, he has completely betrayed them. And I think the most important point was, these people attacking her are doing so because they reckon she used Labour to get into Parliament, and she wasn't really a true Labour supporter. But as she says, she didn't know the true extent of the freebies, the cronyism, the nepotism, the scandal, everything that Keir Starmer's been up to. She had no idea. He fooled her as well as his Labour supporters, and she points this out. And for people to attack her in Labour, I think they're either trying to cosy up to Keir Starmer, or they're just completely ignorant of the facts, and the facts are quite clear. Keir Starmer simply can't be Prime Minister anymore. He can't lead them anymore after this. Can he? I mean, if it was the Tories in this predicament, he'll be calling for a general election, the Prime Minister to step down, all sorts, but he's not. And you know why? Because he's having such a great time at other people's expense, isn't he? But I'll tell you what else I've noticed. Not every Labour MP has leapt to the defence of Keir Starmer, and that's hopeful. I reckon these people are waiting in the wings. They're waiting to see what happens, which way the wind's blowing, and the wind's blowing very much against Keir Starmer at the moment. And it's these MPs who have said nothing are the ones we should watch, and they're the ones, I believe, that will start a coup to get rid of him. So watch this space. So here's my prediction. You'll have a few more Labour MPs leaving, which will trigger a letter of no confidence going in, and he'll be voted out. He'll stand down or he'll jump before he's pushed. He's that kind of guy. Keir Starmer strikes me as the kind of guy who, even though he wears Wellingtons, he still avoids puddles. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there'll be a vote of no confidence and he'll jump before he's pushed. And then it'll be a contest, unless, of course, they have the sheer stupidity to put Angela Rayner in as Prime Minister, which will be fun to watch. And he'll be gone by Christmas. I'm telling you now, this is Paz's prediction. Keir Starmer will be gone by Christmas. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.